Zimbabwe has been commemorating this global event for the past 10 years, but it seems the scourge continues unabated.
4133 domestic violence cases recorded between April to June this year. In the same period, 1,289 rape cases were recorded, and of these, 45 cases were perpetrated on people with disabilities.
Since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, reports indicate that all types of violence against women and girls have intensified. The COVID-19 crisis has also resulted in increased school dropouts and subsequently more early marriages and teenage pregnancies.
A total of 349 physical violence cases, 413 psychological violence, 874 sexual violence, and 502 reported economic abuse. These were at the peak of the COVID pandemic, but even before the crisis, Zimbabwe Republic Police statistics painted a grim picture of the prevalence of violence against women and girls in our country. Emerging data and reports from across on the front line indicate that GBV is on the rise, particularly child marriages.
4 in 10 women in Zimbabwe aged 15 to 49 have experienced physical violence at least once in their lifetime. Almost 12% of women within the same demographic reported experiencing sexual violence. The COVID-19 pandemic has made a bad situation even worse. The pandemic has reinforced many of the risk factors for violence, including unemployment, poverty, stereotyping, and harmful social norms.
For many women and girls in Zimbabwe, home is fast becoming a dangerous place rather than a safe haven. The 3-year-old Tendai Sem has been in an abusive marriage for over 10 years. She bears the physical, mental, and emotional scars of her ordeal.
The abuse started when I was 3 months pregnant to our first child, who is also a victim. Besides me being abused, my kids were also involved. 2 of my daughters, the other one was a victim at 8, the other one was a victim at 5. And the 5-year one was sodomized, and the other one was raped countably. She don't even know by number when she was 8. I would spend maybe 4 or 5 days away from our house, and I would leave my husband with the kids. So these kids, they knew whatever was going on, the 3 of them, the first, the second, and the third. And the raped one was the first and the third child. So they knew the ordeal, they knew what was happening with their father. The first one was ordered to go and catch the 5-year-old who was playing around the yard just to come and be raped by their biological father. But they didn't tell me. They were threatened, like, I will kill you, your mother is powerless, you know I can hit her any time. She can't defend you. I mean, she can't defend you. So the fact that I was being beaten in front of the kids. So my kids, they felt that I couldn't defend them. I was powerless, so they didn't tell me.
When Tendai finally discovered what was going on in her absence, she reported the matter. Her husband fled and is still on the run. But Tendai's story does not end there.
Besides that first rape, the first child who was raped also by father, biological father, at the age of 8, right now in 2021, she's also a victim. She was raped also again by a 46-year-old man. She's now 14, and she is now 5 months pregnant. I didn't want any abortion. I mean, I didn't want any more pain on her. So I'm sure when she gives birth in March, I hope it will not be a life-threatening event. I wish we could be okay for her to just give birth. She's giving birth in March. I want her to go back to school. And because of the stigma in our societies, this is a ghetto. It has many people, and most of them, they've got that different perspective and perspective on situations like rape. Some of them, they said, no, the mother is to blame. Some of them, they say, no, she wears mini skirts. That's why she was raped. I mean, a lot of stigma.
A heavy toll on Tendai and her daughters.
I went through depression for 3 years. And even now, I still have problems. I don't have self-esteem. I don't go in groups. I don't gather with other women. I wasn't strong as I am today, as you see me. The 3 years of depression, I couldn't fight myself. And I have to confess that every day I could find sleeping tablets. I mean, just to knock myself out. And I didn't take them the prescribed way, like 2 tablets a day or when you sleep. I took maybe 10 in the morning, 10 in the afternoon, 10 in the evening. But I'll be surprised that in the morning I'll still wake up and face the day. And I'll take plenty again, which costed me my liver. It's not, right now it doesn't function well, because I overdosed it.
It has taken several years for Tendai to speak out. The stigma associated with the rape and gender-based violence means many are yet to embark on their journey of recovery. Sophie, SABC News.